It really becomes like wrestling lore. I know you've heard this 1,000 times, and Rick, you were there at the time. What happened with the scuffle that you had with Vader in WCW?
Oh, God.
I was in the next dressing room.
Rick probably knows better about it than I do, but I don't know. I guess he didn't like me, and I was an agent, for Turner and them back then, and he seemed to have a bad attitude, and I was told to tell him to go. He needed to do this and that, and
Interviews.
Yeah, an interview, and I told him that, and he said a real bad word, and I said it back, and one thing led to another, and we got into it. So I don't know if they did it on purpose, that they wanted that to happen, or what, but it happened, and it was just one of those things that happened, Rick.
No, I know.
When you're in this business, you got you have a whole new breed of attitudes.
Yeah, well, that was the end of an era. I mean, that kind of stuff now would get everybody fired or suspended, But
it should.
What happened is Paul had been asked to get Leon to go do interviews a couple of times, and
right.
Everybody drags their feet. I haven't times. I still do sometimes. I duck and dodge when I'm at TV now. If they want me to make a tape, because sometimes you just don't feel like it. But
right.
That was your third trip down, and he started I was in the dressing room next door, as a matter of fact, with Harley. And next thing we knew, everybody was hollering and screaming, and we walked in, and you had been on a mission apparently, in shower shoes.
Yeah, flip flops.
Yeah, flip flops. So,
well, it just was one of those things that happened, and it's just too bad it happened.
Yeah, have you guys ever talk now at all?
I've seen him a time or two, but hardly none.
Yeah.
And I don't have a problem. I don't know if he does or not, but
no.
I don't think there is.
I wouldn't assume he would. So many things.
Right.
Well, since we're talking about that, I want you to tell the story, which I'm the only one knows, about Tony Atlas calling you out riding down the road in Ohio.
Oh, God. Golly. I don't remember too much of it, Rick. Your memory is better than mine.
Well, it's like listening to stories about Wyatt Earp when it comes to you. Okay.
I know.
So all I heard was he was.
That's why I got brain damage.
Yeah. So apparently he gave you some crap and said that he could kick your ass, and you pulled the car over. And that was the end of it.
Oh, yeah. That's it.
Tony was left there, and you drove off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was going to kick my ass and this and that. And, well, it didn't happen. I left.
Did he ever return? No, he never returned, and his fate is still unknown.
God.
Hey,
It was so Rick, you never forget nothing.
No, are you killing stories like that? I mean, since you're on the line right now, I try to tell people all the time, and the guys that don't know it don't believe me. But tell everybody how tough Dick Slater was, will you please?
Huh?
Tell everybody how tough Dick Slater was.
Oh, Dick, yeah. Dick was a Tampa boy. He was from Tampa. And Dick Slater, he was a tough guy. I mean, he was older than me and everything, so he was before me, but I was a lot like him.
Yeah.
And we were a lot like each other.
Yeah.
And, you know, he got to be old and stuff like that, and then I was younger, so I kind of took his place.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, you know the story about him and Matusak, right?
Well, yeah, I remember I think he gave him a spanking, didn't
he? On the beach.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
But I remember some things, you know, Rick. I remember them, but I don't know all the details in them.
Yeah. No.
I have to blame that on this damn, I ain't going to say damn. I mean, I'm alive because of it, but that chemo and radiation, it's just, you know, you don't remember all the details and different stuff. I remember some of them, but the details kind of went away.
Yeah, well, I wasn't drilling your memory. I was just.
No, that's okay. I'm glad you did. Maybe I'll remember it next time.
Yeah, people don't remember. I mean, even it seems like everybody in your time frame that came out. I mean, Mike Graham was tougher than hell too. He wasn't very big, but Mike was afraid of nobody, man.
Yeah, I know it.
Yep. So
absolutely.
Yep.
It was just that mentality you had back then, and it was. It was like they took a bunch of street fighters off the street and put wrestling trucks on them.
Yeah. Then you had the Briscoes.
Yeah. Jack and Jerry Briscoe. Look at those guys. I mean, God. I mean, we had some monsters, man.
Yeah. You could get knocked out and stretched in the same night.
Absolutely. And it happened. God. And I tell you, and I think that's probably why there's not a lot of wrestling around anymore, because they